Truth is the kryptonite of the leftist anti-Trump media. It exposes them for who they are, a group of elitists who hate every American who supports our president. That hatred was on full display after President Trump eviscerated the fake news media in Phoenix. And none of them were more offended by the truth than CNN's Don Lemon. Yes, Don Lemon, a so-called journalist who is so bad at his job that even his colleagues in the fake news media named him the worst journalist of 2014. Lemon responded to President Trump's clenched fist of truth on the lying media with this.
I'm just going to speak from the heart here. What we have witnessed was a total eclipse of the facts. Someone who came out on stage and lied directly to the American people.
I don't think so, Don Lemon. You want to talk about a total eclipse of facts? Let's talk about you and CNN. Here's what a total eclipse of facts looks like. Hillary Clinton laughed at a rape victim. That's right, she laughed. And the audio tapes prove it. Surprisingly, even your CNN confirmed it. Here's that proof.
Listen to her laugh describing the moment she delivered her forensic expert's findings to the prosecutor.
I handed it to Bailey Gibson. I said, well, I'm just getting ready to come from New York to this miscarriage of justice.
Even when you can hear her giggles, you, Don Lemon, continued to run political cover for Hillary, calling yourself a journalist when you act like a Democratic Party operative.
Completely false. She never laughed at the young lady. She was it was a court-appointed attorney, and she was basically a legal aid.
Oh, Don, you want to talk about an eclipse of truth? How about when you look Sheriff David Clark in the eye and push the idea that all police are racist at a time when they're being targeted by the violent left?
I'm looking at 3 dead cops this week, Sheriff, and I'm looking at 5 last year. You trying to tell me to keep it down?
Just please. If you'll just please. We can keep it civil.
Keep it civil, he says. Are you kidding me? Don Lemon, your lies push division, hatred, and violence, and you're telling Sheriff Clark, who's 100 times more of a man than you, to keep it civil? Let me ask you, Don Lemon, were you civil when you eclipsed the truth and victim-shamed a woman who insists Bill Cosby raped her and asked why she didn't just what? Bite her way out of danger?
Right. You said he made you perform oral sex.
Right.
You know, there are ways not to perform oral sex if you don't want to do it.
Oh, is right. Sadly, Don, you have a history of siding with the rapist, not the victim. And if you're going to talk about an eclipse of truth, perhaps you should mention your colleague Donna Brazile. She gave debate questions to Hillary Clinton ahead of time. Perhaps you should mention how CNN colluded with the Clinton campaign to steal the Democratic nomination from Bernie Sanders. And let's not forget this eclipse of truth, when your network deliberately lied to try to erode our Second Amendment. Thank God the NRA and Wayne LaPierre stepped in.
Apparently the only difference between the New York Times and CNN is that when a reporter for the New York Times fakes a story, he's fired, and at CNN, he's not.
That could be today, but instead it was 2003. CNN is the originator of fake news. It is no wonder why Don Lemon would make a home there. Lemon, you use sensationalism, like holding up a Confederate flag to try and save your failing ratings. You accuse the president of being racist. But that's what the left does when they disagree with someone. And finally, Don Lemon, let's not forget the true eclipse of truth last night. You led a fake news 8-person panel and covered up the fact that the violent left attacked our police after the president's rally. You didn't show the violent left holding up obscenities or desecrating our flag or holding up pictures of Linda Sarsour, an anti-Semite who's called for jihad against our president. That truth doesn't push your agenda of violent lies. So, Don Lemon, you eclipsed it.